Hello everyone. So in this section, we will basically quickly talk about the main.tf file. So whenever you initialize your Terraform process, the first step is to make sure that you have a file name which starts with main.tf. That is basically the configuration file. And as you can see here, expanding on the example that we have in the documentation, this main.tf file basically has two major components. Number one is that you have to specify that you are importing the Snowflake Labs, Terraform provider. This used to be Chan Zuckerberg provider, but that's got changed to Snowflake Labs. And this is kind of explaining that we're looking for versions upwards of 0.61. And then you've got to specify a provider called Snowflake, and then you've got to specify your Snowflake username, your account, your region, and so on, along with the password. And then you've got to make sure that you give the roles that user will assume when it logs into Snowflake instance. So once you've got your main.tf file set up in your shell, you basically go down to the folder where you have stored your files. So for example, in my system, I've kept my files under the folder Snowflake source test. If I just look at the directory, you see that it has the main.tf file, and that's where essentially you would also go and place all your Terraform files and your import files, which we'll talk about later. But then the first step is to make sure that you type a Terraform init to initialize your Terraform, and if everything has gone well, you will see a green success message indicating that the Terraform has been successfully initialized, along with what's the version that it has used. If you have any error in your main.tf file, it'll tell you that there is some error. It's either probably it's not able to connect using your Snowflake credentials, or there's something wrong with the provider that you have used.